Hi there, my name is Catherine and I am here to show you how to communicate with the library via the reading list tool, how to request digitization of print materials. So here I am at the landing page, the dashboard for my reading list for a particular course. Just as a reminder, to get to your reading lists, you can go to Course Tools from D2L. You can select Reading List from the drop-down, and it will open in the landing page, the dashboard, and then I can select which list that I want to work on. So I'm selecting this particular reading list as my example. Now there are a couple of things to note here. You can see there is discuss with the library. I can message the library from here. I can also go into an individual item, into the full details, and in library discussion, I can actually type a message to the library about this item, right? I can also, if I look at links and availability, I can see that I have this particular title, Unmasking AI. The library holds it in print where it's on reserve, but the item also has it digitally. Now, if I've assigned it and I've heard from my students that it's not working, one of the things I can do is I can come in here and I can say mark as broken. Now, I'm not going to click it because the moment I do, it initiates a process with the library where they check the link and then they work with the platform or with the vendor to take corrective action so that the link is no longer broken and is reestablished. But if I just wanted to ask something to the library or comment on this particular book, I could certainly do so under library discussion. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to add an item that I know is a print book and that I'd like a chapter digitization for. So I'm going to click Add. I'm going to say Search the library. And I'm going to say Include records without full text access. This is how we get print materials. And I'm going to say Noble Sophia Umosha, because that is the author of the book I'm looking for. So I've misspelled her name. All right, here we go. So, algorithms of oppression, how search engines reinforce racism. I'm going to ignore the fact that there's an electronic one for the sake of this example, but I'm going to select this print one. So I'm going to say add item to the list, and I'm going to say I want students to read it in week 2, for example, and I'm going to say add. And here's what happens. I'm telling the library that I would like this item to be either on reserve or digitized. So what I can do is I can say, hey library, please put the print copy on for a 4-hour loan or a 3-hour loan, or have the library contact me so we can discuss my options. I can also say digitize one chapter, and here I can say I'd like you to digitize chapter 6 for me. And there we go. So now you can see that it's been added to my list under week 2. It's in library processing, which means the process to digitize the chapter and add it to my list has been initiated. And it also gives my students the information about its location currently. Once the chapter has been digitized, it will be added to my list. It'll appear under resources, and I'll be able to move it up into week 2 for my students. So that is that's an example of how you request a digitization and also how you communicate with the library. You'll also receive notifications from the library, so that's where you will receive a notification if your digitized chapter or a new item has been added by the library, or if the library has any questions for you about your requests. So thanks for watching. More information and additional videos can be found on the MRU Library Reading List Tool webpage.